just leaked what evil thing Mueller is planning for Trump. This is serious. Newt Gingrich warned last night that there's corruption in the Justice Department. He said that nobody should trust that the Russian investigation will be fair. Special counsel Robert Mueller has paneled a grand jury against our president. Mueller is changing the targets, quote, says Gingrich. The articles on the grand jury this morning say, gee, it looks like Russian collusion is going to be hard to prove, maybe because it didn't happen, the former Speaker of the House said. Newt Gingrich didn't hold back. He warned that Mueller's team is a bunch of headhunters, quote, who are playing the ultimate game in order to take down the president. When the government comes after you, no matter who you are, including the president, you have to be worried about the sheer power of the lawyers coming after you. They see Donald Trump as their mortal enemy, he summed up. If you're tired of the deep state attacking our president, then share this article on your wall. The government is not the solution to the problem. It is the problem, and it has become increasingly obvious. Let's take a listen to Newt.
I am thrilled to be back in the very, very beautiful state of West Virginia. And I am proud to stand before you and celebrate the hard-working people who are the absolute backbone of America. Thank you.
Welcome back to Hannity, and that was President Trump earlier tonight firing up his crowd at his rally in West Virginia. Here with reaction, the author of, well, now 8, 9, 10 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list, Understanding Trump, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich. So I'm contending tonight, and I think Greg Jarrett actually confirmed this, all of the noise, all of the deep state leaks, when did we ever see a president's conversation with prime ministers and presidents ever become public like this? All that noise has created what Mueller did today, in spite of hiring all Democrats, even Clinton's attorney. And I am saying that the goal to stop the president's agenda is working. This is a real threat. I think everything now has become real. Thoughts?
Well, I think it's very real, and I think it has been all along. The Mueller threat is probably the most deadly because he has the power of the law, he has the ability to indict people, he has the ability to negotiate and let some people off if they'll testify against other people. I regard the Mueller example as the deep state at its very worst, and it worries me a great deal, and fits the whole case of that we've seen about the Justice Department at times being out of control. So that worries me a lot. On the other hand, you watch the governor of West Virginia, and you suddenly think, you know, Trump somehow just keeps grinding forward. He's making progress every week. He's getting things done. He's beginning to move towards a tax-cut bill that will be historic. He's gotten more judges approved than Obama had at this point. Obama had a Democratic Congress. Despite everything, I think that the Trump system is gradually beginning to really work.
But the forces that I talk about, you mentioned the deep state, which I talked at length about in my opening monologue, and then the media, and then the Democrats, and frankly the Republicans being so pathetic, my opinion, in not advancing the president's agenda. But then you got the leaking, then you got unmasking, then you got real corruption. You got Debbie Wasserman Schultz, you got Hillary Clinton. All of those things get ignored. The noise creates where we are tonight, and I cannot believe the double standard. I know I shouldn't be used to it, but this is beyond the pale of anything I've seen.
Right, that's because I think that the fact is Dennis Prager's essay on the Second American Civil War is right. This is not a double standard. It's a very simple standard. If you're the left, you hate Donald J. Trump. If you're the left, anything you can do to undermine him is okay. And if you're the left, you automatically ignore scandals no matter how big. I mean, take, for example, the W. Wasserman Schultz scandal that involves some Pakistanis who were involved in information technology in the House over a period of 13 years, got millions of dollars, stole from the House. We have no idea how much information they got. This actually involves 37 different Democrats. It doesn't just involve one. This scandal, in a world where the news media was serious about covering scandals, this would be a page one story every day because it reads like a novel. It's so unbelievable.
But we're like a voice in the wilderness.
Hillary Clinton. No, I think we are the voices that are necessary to gradually rally the country. And I think the reason that we sometimes get attacked is because, from the standpoint of the left, when you and I and others like us, you know, and Rush, for example, celebrating his 30th anniversary, you know, think about the impact you and Rush have had on radio, and how much you've changed America by telling the truth, by building an audience that follows the narrative and understands what's going on.
Well, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. I specifically want to get into all the issues with the deep state, because
Sorry about that, folks. Let's just see the end.
Want to get into all the issues with the deep state, because I think it all originates there.
Absolutely, it originates with the deep state, and they're not publicizing that the DNC was actually the leak from Seth Rich, that they're claiming this Russian hacking of the election. And look at all the damage that's being caused. They're putting sanctions on Russia for this, and yet none of the story is leaked about Wasserman Schultz and the IT guy and Seth Rich that leaked the information, even though Julian Assange is stating time and time again it wasn't Russia. And yet they're pushing the country into